By the time the sun had set on D-Day, thousands of Allied lives had been lost. But their sacrifice was not in vain. The course of the Second World War had been altered. The fight for democracy would soon be won.
Across the ports of southern England, as nightfall fell, some stopped to pray. A monumental Operations Eve was 80 years ago today. They watched and waited for their window, calculated tides and tempestuous weather. And as Normandy slept, the stage was set for a day that would change the world forever. The paratroopers prepared for their perilous passage. The Royal Air Force soared toward enemy lines, and a naval fleet of a scale unrivaled traversed a channel chocked with mines. And soldiers, most barely in their 20s, armed with fortitude so few acquire, faced with a fate we just can't fathom, each charged head first into that fire. For a second, contemplate that courage, that sacrifice so void of self, to give your life to foster freedom for the benefit of someone else. When the longest day was finally finished and they'd seized a foothold on that ground, because of all who bravely bore that burden, the Atlantic wall came crashing down. That's why we dwell on D-Day decades later, why we mark such days from history, why we honor those that were dealt that duty and protect their lasting legacy, why we gather together to give recognition. It's a promise, a vow that will not cease to show gratitude for the lives and the future they fought for in a safety and freedom that they'll never know. It's why we teach each fresh new generation to stay connected in one common way. And as long as their stories are never forgotten, we'll remember the people who gave us today.